I'm stepping out for a short while. It's such a lovely evening. I want to stretch my wings and get some fresh air. Oh, I've been cooped up here for days. Whisper. There hasn't been any hikers spotted recently, right? Yeah, this is off-peak season, so I haven't seen anyone in the woods for a few weeks. You shouldn't be spotted, but just don't go soaring out in the open. I'll be fine. If anything, I want to practice weaving in and out of the trees. I can't allow myself to get too lazy. My little star, is there anything else you need? You have hot chocolate, some new books, and I hope the cookies I made are to your liking. Oh, you're most welcome. Don't you fret. I'll be back before nightfall. I might even try to find some wildflowers to brighten up your room downstairs, since you've been so well behaved. I'll be back in a while. Whisper, you know what to do. Of course, I'll keep a close eye on them. Enjoy yourself. You can relax, little star. You don't need to force yourself to be nice. You can be your mopey self around me. I can tell that you don't like me, and I don't expect you to. Go away. I'm not going anywhere unless Night Angel dismisses me. Unlike you, I actually want to be here. Why? For her, of course. She's everything to me. I thought I was alone in the way I saw the world. Too many people have a black and white view of us empowered and cast us as heroes or villains. But there's so many shades of grey in between. Night Angel is a deeply misunderstood hero, and no one sees her like I do. I was the only one who deciphered her hidden messages online, leading us to meeting face to face, and the beginning of our unbreakable bond. Hidden messages? Oh yes. You didn't think that she was sitting idle while you basked in the light of fame and glory, did you? No, 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 little star. She did what any heartbroken romantic does in these modern times. She posted her musings online, yearning for connection, for a sympathetic ear. And I listened. While you tried to cast her as the villain, I heard the agonized cries of a heart full of love. Don't you dare roll your eyes at me. You may not see her for all she is, but I do. I would be anything for her and do anything she asks of me. Even playing babysitter. I'm sorry. It feels like we got off on the wrong foot. Our first meeting was far from what Night Angel had in mind, and I think I should properly introduce myself. I'm Whisper. I like crime memoirs, long walks through the woods, and messing with people's heads. Like Night Angel, my powers are best utilized for deception and infiltration, so I can come and go as I please. What are they? You don't need to concern yourself with that. Not for now, at least. But you don't concern yourself with a lot of things, do you? Especially other people's feelings. Night Angel loves you in her own beautifully dark way. I can tell even just in the way she looks at you. And especially after last night, you can't deny how much she cares for you. Of course I was watching you two sleep. I saw how she held you close, whispered her deepest pains to you, pouring her love out to you. But you couldn't care less, could you? How did I get into the basement without being seen? I have my ways. That's all you need to know. But I sat there on the stairs for hours, watching, listening. And when you were both completely asleep, I crept away. You're a deep sleeper, by the way. I could walk right up to you and stab you in the throat and you wouldn't see me coming. Keep that in mind. But that wouldn't be right, I suppose. I do have to thank you for inspiring me to seek out Night Angel in the first place. And despite my objections to the way you depicted her in your misery memoir, I'm quite the fan of your book. I was even considering asking you to sign my copy, but I thought that was a bit rude. But because I'm such a fan, if you like, I can tell you a little bit about what's happening in the world outside this cabin. I go grocery shopping for you two after all. I see all the latest news reports, keep up with whatever's being discussed about you and Night Angel online. What would you like to know? What are people saying? Oh, well. Apparently the Heroes Guild is looking for you all across the city. SWAT teams were sent to all of Night Angel's former safe houses, and while they found some rather interesting things, like a shrine to you surrounded by golden candles, your name carved into the wall thousands of times, and hundreds of candid photos of you with your eyes scratched out. I assume they've also found the clues we left behind that's keeping them on a wild goose chase across the city. But they won't find anything that would lead them to our little hiding place. So don't worry your little head about anyone disturbing us. Since your kidnapping, your memoir skyrocketed to being the top seller across the country, which must be making your publisher very happy. It wouldn't surprise me if they're already working on the marketing plan for the sequel. Ugh, don't be angry with me. It's just the way the world works these days. But I do have one little secret to share. One that Night Angel wouldn't want you to know. Do you want me to tell you? Say please. I don't take orders from you. Fine. So, my little secret is, your parents are still alive, and I know where they are. They're in witness protection under a new name, but they weren't impossible to track down. After you escaped Night Angel, they were ordered to stay away from you, as you were still being closely monitored since your new powers were so unstable. Can you imagine what they must be going through now that their baby is missing? Again? I'm lying. Am I? I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. Of course they're dead. And I'm glad they are. So they can't see the pathetic little toy you've become. Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck you too, little star. There's that fight in you. I'm glad she hasn't domesticated you yet. You know what? I bet they were glad you were gone. They probably didn't even bother looking for you. Do it. I dare you. What is going on here? Night Angel? Your little star was trying to escape and got the jump on me. I'm so glad you're back. Little star, soothe your powers and let her go, or face the consequences. Ow! Ow! I think they broke my nose. I'm sorry, Night Angel. I did my best to stop them, but I'm just so glad you saved me. It's all right, Whisper. You're safe now. Little star, go back to the observatory downstairs. Now. Could you pass me a tissue? I've got blood all over my face. Of course. Here, sit down and let me see the damage. Thank you. I just don't know what came over them. If you enjoyed this ASMR tale and want to become one of the incredibly kind souls featured here, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. To access my Discord server, attend my monthly live narrations, and enjoy other perks, click on the Patreon link below. Don't forget to check out my merch store on Fourth Wall to pick up some stickers or pins featuring your favourite characters, or a stylish shirt to show your support for the Seraph of Stories. You can also catch me live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening, so be sure to drop by sometime. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay wicked and wonderful.